Hello.
Hey, cool, it's working, man. So, yeah, with me on the phone, I got AJ Hendricks from Set in Stone, good friend of mine from way back in the day. How's it going, buddy?
Way back. It's going good, man. How you been?
Oh, not too bad. I figured, we're trying to venture out of my own little music scene and help, get some other folks on there too, just to kind of branch out. And
Yeah,
yeah,
dude, variety's the spice of life, man.
and I was thinking about you the other day and how much fun we used to fucking have and shit. So it's like, I bet AJ would make a hell of an interview. And then, everybody, all of our old friends would probably love to hear us bullshit for a while.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I keep in touch with a couple of them. I saw Zach Whalen in St. Helens, like, I don't know, probably a year or so ago. It was
Random.
kind of crazy, yeah.
Did he
Yeah, I
hit
don't
you
know.
up or
Yeah,
did you just run into him?
yeah, he hit me up. He said he was in town. He was with, he was with Rob Martin.
Oh,
And I'm not sure who else. I think it was Tony or something. I don't know. Somebody. I don't know. But it was kind of crazy. Yeah, I went over there and they had a little trailer over there by the Village Inn, and we were playing video games and shit.
oh, maybe it was John Looney. John Looney, I thought had.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it was John for
Cause
sure.
yeah, he had a job down there for a while. So.
Yeah, they had to like take a car back on a fucking trailer or some shit like that. I don't know, some fucking redneck shit like that.
Yeah, dude, you're one of the few that escaped and didn't fucking come back. I commend you for that, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. That place. Yeah. But that was like St. Helens for me too. You know, where I lived there for like 25 years up there
Yeah.
in the Northwest, and I live out in Vancouver, Washington now. But fuck, man, that place was kind of crazy to get out of too. It was its own little black hole.
Yeah, just a vortex. Yeah, you can escape your roots sometimes, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
How long you were here for? Like what, 5-6 years, maybe a little
Yeah.
more?
It was like 5 years.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun in high school. Remember when we were gonna fight?
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody said you were talking shit about me, and I was like, well, fuck that guy, and I was talking shit about you, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
High school
trying to
shit.
set us up with a fight.
And then the
But
cops
somebody had
got
to
called
pick it.
before we even could fight.
I think I pulled up there. You were there first, I think, and I got up there, and the cops were fucking already there.
Yeah.
So somebody fucking had a big mouth. I mean, it wasn't a very big town, anyways. But.
Yeah, no, and everybody was talking about it. There was supposed to be a whole gang of people, and then all of a sudden it was just a few. So I kind of thought the cops were called, and then we got out there. I didn't really want to do it anyways. Truth be told,
Yeah,
years down the line, I really just everybody was kind of like pushing me to do it. And I didn't want to. I didn't want to fucking not do it because everybody was like, "What? You've been talking shit." And I was just like,
yeah, right. That was exactly it too. Is everybody was pushing for it to happen, and
yeah,
you know that's the only reason I went up there. I was like, I don't even fucking know this guy, you know, like.
yeah,
Why would I want to fight somebody? And then, you know, we had a little confrontation after that, and we were both like, well, you know, I didn't even really say anything. And you're like, well, yeah, I didn't say anything either. It's like, well, fucking let's be cool then. And then we were cool from then on, and that was awesome.
Yeah, and then we just smoked a lot of pot and made an imaginary band.
Yeah, I remember that day when we fucking went out. I think we went out to Hermiston or something, and I got a pair of Vic Firth fucking sticks. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to be the drummer, you know, because like, that's all I wanted to do is play drums, I guess, at that point. I was really interested in that. And I was like, I'm going to be the drummer even though I don't have any drums. And all you had was your acoustic guitar and fucking, we were going to do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, that was fucking funny. We're young and stupid.
Yeah.
Young and dumb.
Yeah. No, I don't even fucking play drums.
Then there's that time I hid you in my house for a minute from the cops because that kid got alcohol poisoning at your house and you weren't even there.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even, who the fuck was that? Do you remember?
Oh, dude, was it fucking, Shank?
Yeah, that's what Derek Shank, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Yeah, and you weren't even there. It was your mom's fucking ex-boyfriend that was getting everybody drunk. We were downtown.
Tony. Was it Tony, the fucking long-haired fucking cane-looking motherfucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that guy. Oh my god, I got some mad stories about that shit. That guy was a fucking weirdo, dude.
Probably, man. There's like, fuck, dude. Your childhood had to have been weird, man.
Dude,
Like,
oh yeah,
I mean, mine was no walk in the park by any means. I mean, because our moms are kind of two peas in a pod, really. Because our moms are friends too. You know, and by the way, you know, I'm sorry to hear about your mom. That was
dude,
sad to hear, man.
That was really rough, bro. Yeah, that was a tough one. It's been shit. It'll be 6 years this year.
Man. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Fuck, that couldn't have been easy on you either, man.
No, not at all. And she was so young too. She was only 45, and she's like, kind of. I mean, you know, she didn't fucking take care of herself, and I understand that, but it was kind of out of nowhere. I mean, I don't think she really talked about how bad her health actually was. I mean, I could tell that she was she was still kind of doing her thing at the time, which probably wasn't healthy for her. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff involved with that. If you ever want to have a conversation later, I'll fucking tell you some weird shit about that whole situation, man.
Oh man.
But probably not a conversation
for the interview. Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Shit, I forgot where we were going with that.
Oh yeah, but yeah, no, I mean, yeah, your apartments always seem to have like some kind of crazy shit going on up there.
Oh yeah, so Tony. So fucking, my mom was all about getting boyfriends off the internet and shit. It's fucking middle order boyfriends. And dude, this guy came from, it was like fucking, oh god, where was it? Tennessee. It was Tennessee. Came from Tennessee all the way over to fucking bumfuck Egypt, Oregon, to be with my mom, to have a relationship with my mom. And when he came, he brought his mom. And his mom and him stayed with us for like 2 weeks or some shit. And it was the weirdest thing. It was so fucking weird, dude, that this dude's mom was there and she was staying with us. I don't know, it was probably like a week. And then she went back to Tennessee and he stayed there. Isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah, that dude was weird. Didn't your own dad get you pinned for some weed shit too, like around that same time?
Oh yeah, dude, he came around. We were up past the fence, past the fence.
Cross, right?
Pretty. Yeah, we were up in that little fucking area up there, and yeah, we were smoking, and he's like, well, we'll go find your sister or whatever, and I stayed up there to finish the bowl. Yeah, and then the fucking cops rolled up and shone a light up in there, and I was the only one left in there.
You had your dad's spot on you.
Fuck. Oh yeah, I had his pipe at least.
Dude, whatever came of that? Did you have to go to like court and shit all over that stuff?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I had to go do a piss test or whatever, and I think I had a bunch of community service and shit I had to do.
Really?
Yeah. It kind of fucked me, honestly.
Fuck.
I had to do like, I worked at the golf course with some old guy. I don't remember who the guy was, but apparently he got mad at me because I like didn't show up one day or something, and I had to like call him and beg him to keep going with me so I could finish that, because they were gonna start throwing fines at me and shit if I didn't do it.
Yeah, isn't that bullshit how that fucking works? You're like some punk ass kid, and they're all like, "We're gonna fine you if you don't go to work." Like, how the fuck am I gonna pay it if I don't go to work? You know?
Right.
Fucking dumb.
But I fucking took my first piss test, and I pissed dirty or whatever. And then they're like, all right, well, you're going to have to come back and do another piss test. And if it's anything higher than what you got now, then, you're going to be in trouble. And I was like, oh, all right, well, fuck you. And I kept smoking weed because I was, like 16 or something. I'm like, well, I'm going to fucking smoke some weed anyways. And then I drank like a half gallon of cranberry juice before I was supposed to take my next piss test. And I took the test. I came back a couple days later to talk to her about the results. What was her name? That probation officer there. Can't remember it, but
was it Charlotte Gray?
Oh, that sounds really familiar. Yeah, she kind of had.
I thought she might have been the juvenile court lady for a minute. She might have had a new one by the time you had this going on, though.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I went in there and she's like, "Well, you failed And I was like, no way. And I stuck to my guns, and I was like, no, I didn't. I fucking passed that shit. She's like, yeah, I was just messing with you. And then, but in my mind, I'm going, oh, fuck, oh, fuck.
Oh, man. What a bitch.
Like, oh, God. Yeah, she's like, shy. Yeah, I don't know if she was trying to, if she was just messing with me or if she wanted me to actually cough up, fess up to it.
Oh, man. Yeah, she almost got you, too.
She almost did. I was like, no way. No way.
Because you're at that point, like, should I be honest and come clean? Is that going to make it easier?
Exactly. Right. I decided to go with the lie, and it paid off that time.
Fuck 'em. Right on.
Dude, I wanted to say something about Tony, man. Get back on that for a second. Him and his mom, the place they live at in Tennessee, their septic didn't work very well, apparently. And so, like, at one point, I went in my bathroom, and I was doing whatever in the bathroom, and I look in the trash can, dude, and there's shitty toilet paper in my trash can in the bathroom. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I come out, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Why is this shitty? And they're like, oh, sorry about that, our septic tank, it doesn't really work that well. I was like, whoa. And then one other time, we'll move on from this, but one other time, I was talking shit about Jehovah's Witnesses, and I don't really bag on people's religion. Whatever you want to do, that's fine with me. But I was just talking shit about how they go door to door and they're, trying to do whatever and trying to, preach their shit to you. And I was like talking all this shit, and my mom's like, shut up. And I'm like, what? No, it's fucking stupid, Jehovah's Witnesses coming up and knocking on my door and shit. And she's like, shut up. And then it came out later that dude's mom was Jehovah's Witness. She's just sitting there like looking at me, and I was just like, all right, well, I gotta go. I got other shit to do. So I was like, oh my God. I'm like, when's this shit going back to Tennessee, dude? It's fucking weird.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dude, that whole situation was crazy, dude.
Yeah. Those are good times, though. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Best of times, worst of times, I guess. We fucking had a lot of fun back then. Cruising around.
Yeah, definitely. I'll never forget, all the shit. Well, I mean, I guess I forgot some stuff. But I had some of the best memories of my childhood, definitely, in Hefner.
Yeah, just fucking cruising around, getting fucked up all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You're nuts, too. You'd do anything just to fucking, because people would if somebody told you wouldn't do something, you'd fucking do it. Like, I always would, like, admire you for that shit, because it was, like, fucking April one year, I remember, and we were all down at the dam, and we were playing Truth or Dare, and I was like, jump in the fucking lake, and you were like, fuck you don't think I'll do it? Because then, like, this is like, April's like when all the snowfall's coming on too. Like, people think, oh, it's springtime, it shouldn't be that bad, but all the fucking snowfalls are coming in off the mountains into this lake, so it's like jumping into fucking glacier water. And you were just like, I'm gonna fucking do it. You did it. And then Chris licks your belly button after. Chris licks your belly button after that.
Oh my God, yeah, I remember that. Dude, that's crazy. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Yeah. Fuck, yeah. Yeah, you did a lot of crazy shit. It was awesome. You're lucky you're alive, probably, but you're definitely the guy that would be like, do this, like, and I'd hear shit too. It wasn't even just like shit that like you did when I was around. Like, people be like, AJ shot a bottle rocket out of his butt off the fucking balcony of the apartment last weekend.
Yeah. I think I was looking for acceptance. Like somebody like me. I don't know. When I was growing up, when I was in school, I didn't have a lot of, I had a lot of friends and stuff, and then I started smoking weed, and then it just gave me that the mindset of like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'll do this. Okay. And, people like that have that guy that just does crazy shit whenever you command him to, I guess.
Well, I mean, nonetheless,
fucking go jump off this fucking cliff into the water. All right, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm glad you got the fuck out of here, though. There wasn't anything here for you, man.
Yeah, I was.
Sounds like from us talking, you had some battles, and then now it seems like you're doing good, though.
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. I I drink and smoke, and that's about it. You know, I got out of all the other shit that I was doing.
Yeah. How's your
I gotta take care of
diabetes
myself.
doing?
It's getting better, actually. I got this job at a distribution center, and so I'm really active now, and it helps keep my shit in check. But
Oh,
I
really?
fucking I fucked my back up though. So I've been hurt for like the last month.
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
what the fuck? Yeah. So I'm getting older, man. I used to be able to come back from a back injury in like 2 days and just chill for a couple of days, and now I'm just like, when the fuck is this gonna get better?
Yeah, dude, I'm such a fat piece of shit right now, dude. Like, I quit smoking. I put on like so much fucking weight. It's like my metabolism's like gone. I mean, both of us were the fucking chubby kids, anyways. I was always a little bigger than you were, but like, dude, like my metabolism's fucked now. It's like I can't
I'm
do
still
shit
chubby,
without
man.
gaining 10 pounds, man.
Right, and it's like we're just getting older too. It's going to be fucking harder and harder
And now like
to shed pounds.
Bones are starting to hurt and shit too, you know, which makes it even harder to want to go do anything, you know.
Right, but I saw you were walking and shit.
I was, and then the weather got shitty, and then it fucking turned again. So hopefully the weather starts getting nice and try to stay on it. Because the thing is, dude, it's like I was walking like fucking 3 miles a day. And that's just like walking, not just like what I do, you know, regularly, just walking, you know. I mean, it's like just like my exercise walk. But I wasn't losing shit. So like next time I do it, like I gotta like balance diet on top of it, or else it's like wiping your ass before you take a shit, you know. At this point in my life, I feel like if I exercise, this is gonna keep me at the same weight. It ain't gonna make me lose any, you know. It just keeps me from gaining more, you know.
Honestly, diet is like such a huge thing, and people don't really understand, you know, how many carbohydrates, you know, somebody can eat in one meal. Like as a diabetic, they want me to eat 60 grams of carbohydrates, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. And you go to fucking like a McDonald's or something and get you know, a Big Mac and some fries. That's like 120 something grams of carbs.
Really?
That's like two meals for me, you know. And people eat that shit every day, all day.
Well, fuck, people eat like 2 Big Macs nowadays, you know, because they're 2 for $5.
Yeah. Dude, 2 Big Macs is like 2.5 meals for me. Like carbs wise. I mean, I can eat as much protein and shit as I want, but you know, you can't eat a bunch of carbs and calories.
And shit on there.
Yeah, right.
That's when the carbs add up, right? Is when you start including the bread and the sauces and shit, right?
Yeah, ketchup's not too bad, but the bread's bad. Fucking fries are bad. You know, everything in moderation, bro.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, and here's the deal: is like you might still be a little bit overweight, but you look a hell of a lot better, even from what I remember being in high school. You know, you look healthier than you did then. You know, like you carry it a little better than you did even back then. You know.
Yeah. Well, once I got diabetes, I ended up in the hospital. I didn't know what was going on. I lost like 40 pounds, and fucking when I got to the point where I couldn't keep my beer down because I was throwing everything up, I was like, all right, maybe I should go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So
how old were you when that happened?
22.
Fuck, you were young too, man.
Yeah.
Was it just something you'd had your whole life and it was dormant, or was there some shit that threw it into?
I don't even know, man. They don't even know. They said that, you know, this is it's supposed to be juvenile onset, and you know, like all of a sudden, it fucked me up. Yeah, you know what's fucked up is I quit doing meth, and then 6 months later ended up with diabetes.
Dude, you know how fucked up that is? Like, you know how many friends of my mom's have got sober and fucking died almost immediately afterwards? These are people like 45. My dad was a heroin junkie his whole fucking life. He gets into a car wreck and forgets he was a heroin junkie, and he dies. Like a few weeks, like a year after he comes out. He has a brain injury. He has a fucking heart attack because he quit doing dope.
That's crazy, dude.
Dude, my mom's best friend, Robin, quit doing meth and got completely sober. He was probably about 40 at the time, and got completely fucking sober, kicked over of a fucking heart attack, dude. It's the craziest shit. It's like your body gets used to fucking having these things, and then you take it away, and it short circuits almost, you know?
Yeah. I've like heard of people, you know, smoking cigarettes for a long time, and then they quit smoking cigarettes, and then they're good for like 2 years, and then all of a sudden they get lung cancer and they fucking die.
Yeah. Dude, with me,
Like,
so like I've quit twice now. And I fucking, this time, it's like, I can't even notice, I don't really notice the difference, except I put weight on it. It's like, I started thinking like, it almost would have been more, like, dude, I feel like it would have been healthier to just keep fucking smoking.
yeah.
Because I put so much fucking weight on from quitting, you know? And
How long ago did you quit?
oh, it's been almost 2 years now.
Oh, shit. Right on.
Yeah. And I mean, I saved a little bit of money, and, like, the worst part about smoking for me was waking up in the fucking morning. You know,
Yeah.
like that first
Just
instant.
hacking along. And
Yeah, and you got that
smoke.
itchy ass mouth, and your mouth tastes like shit.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, that's the worst thing for
That's
me too.
gone,
And I have sleep apnea too, so it's like I just have a lot of breathing. I have asthma and shit. I have a lot of reasons to quit, and you know, it's just so hard. I quit for a year once, and that was pretty much it. I've been smoking since I was like 10.
Yeah. Yeah, you were a smoker back in the day. Fuck, you guys would raid the butt cans and shit. You guys had all your yeah. Yeah, I don't fuck dude, it's not gonna be too long before that shit's illegal, man. Now that they got weed legal, they gotta make something else illegal so they can find people for it, you know. And it's like so frowned upon now. That's another thing that kinda made me want to quit. It's like it's like so fucking frowned upon. You can't fucking smoke anywhere in public anymore without people turning their nose up at you or looking at you like you just molested their child or something, you know?
Right.
So
And you look at 30 years ago, and everybody fucking smoked.
yeah, they just smoke on a fucking airplane, smoke in a fucking restaurant. Shit, when I first started smoking, I remember smoking in restaurants in Washington. Oregon had it outlawed already, and we could smoke in the bowling alley for some reason, remember?
Yeah.
When I first turned 18, we could go smoke in the bowling alley.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it was like 2000, I don't know, it was like 2006, 2007 maybe?
It was the year I turned 21, I think.
Yeah, it was, yeah, because I was working at a bar. I was working at a bar here in St. Helens when you could still smoke, and then, you know, the law passed that, you know, the next year or whatever. So, I mean, I was there for that transition, and it was fucking hard, too, because like I would be in a bar or something, and I'd be singing karaoke and being drunk, or I'd just light a cigarette up, and everybody's like, "Doctor, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And that was only like 2 weeks ago. What the fuck, man, kid? It's like, come on, dude, give me a break here. Come on, people are gonna fucking, you know, mess up every now and then, especially in a bar where you're drunk and you forget what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit. So hey, what's new with the band, man?
Well, we released a new album last year, and it's been a while. I think the first album we came out with was in 2012, so 6 years. We're kind of just working on some new music right now, and taking a little break over the winter from playing out and stuff. But we're still going, man. This year will be 11 years since we started.
Right on. That's good, man. And that's cool too. Like, that's another thing too, is like when I first got in contact with you, right, when Facebook first came around, and I'd always wondered what the fuck happened to you, and you popped up, and I was like, wow, Jesus fucking Christ, it blew my mind, because you couldn't sing for shit when we knew each other. Like, so, but I mean, neither could I. I mean, we're all like babies, you know, but.
Yeah, right.
But, you know, I always like imagine that if you were going to do music, you'd be a drummer, and then I see you as the front man of this band, and you're fucking singing amazingly, like, professionally, you know, and it's like, it blew my fucking mind. How the hell did you manage that? Did you just practice like a motherfucker or what?
Honestly, I don't know. Like one day, I mean, when we were kids and shit, when I was still in Hefner, you know, me and Zach would fucking put on the stereo, and I'd be trying to. Remember when I was trying to sing that Nirvana song, you know, You're Right, and I couldn't hit that high note, and you were like, it's like this, man. You just gotta fucking do this, you know. And so I don't know. I guess it just eventually I kind of figured out a couple of those things, and I was in choir in high school before I left for like a year or something too. So that kind of showed me a little bit. But then I don't know. I just started singing along with everything, and then realized I kind of had a natural affinity to vocals, and I just kind of switched gears with that. And I got back in here and I got back to St. Helens, and I started hanging out with my buddy Mike Woods, and we'd gone to grade school, middle school together, but we never really hung out back then. But just we started hanging out, and I think we had a mutual interest in marijuana, so we're smoking pot, and he had an acoustic guitar, and he would play, and we were doing a bunch of covers, and eventually we started writing our own shit, and it started with that, and we were posting stuff on YouTube. We were just recording shit and posting on YouTube, different covers we did, and a couple originals, and a couple dudes from St. Helens saw it, and they used to have a band when they were in high school. So they were like, hey, you guys want to come and jam maybe? And we were like, sure. So we went up there, and we started jamming a little bit, and we actually wrote a song that first night, and fucking pretty much the rest is history. We said we were going to do a band, and started writing shit.
Same lineup the whole time, too? Nobody's left, and you haven't had to replace anybody?
No, the first ones, it was me and Mike. And Mike was playing acoustic guitar at the time. And he was actually a better drummer than he was a guitar player. But he decided he wanted to play guitar. And then there was the other guy, Sean, he played guitar. And then Ryan was the drummer. So they're like, hey, well, how do you feel about playing the bass? And he's like, I've never really played the bass. So he picked it up, and they had one there actually, and plugged it in for him. And he picked it up and started, figuring it out a little bit. And it was the four of us for quite a while. And then we picked up, I think it was Justin first. We picked up Justin. We went for a while with a 5-piece like that. And then Sean decided he wanted to leave the band. I don't know. He's a pretty religious dude. I think that I was, I was kind of a turn off for him. He wanted to play some hard music and everything, but I was coming to band practice drunk and smoking pot and all this shit, and banging my girlfriend at the time out in the fucking trailer or whatever, like outside the band room. Or, I don't know, whatever. And so he left, and then we picked up this other guy, Niles, and he's still in the band. But I had to kick Justin out because he was fucking the bass player's woman at the time.
Yeah.
And oh dude, that was a fiasco because Niles and Justin were like fucking really compatible. They were just like when we wrote shit, it was just easy as fuck,
Yeah.
And
they just had a common interest in women, I guess.
I guess so. And and then there's a whole big story about that. But anyway, so we got rid of him. We picked up this guy Eric Wold, who was one of the best guitar players I ever fucking seen, like in person. And he kind of had a big head about it, and he left the band too. And then so now we have Jay Green. We picked him up as a rhythm, and we still got Niles. And so me, Mike, and Ryan are all original members, but we went through a couple guitar players.
Hey, at least not the drummer, man. Drummers are hard to replace.
Right.
You can spit and hit a guitar player most of the time, but fucking replacing drummers is hard as shit. So, but that's good. 3 out of 4 is not bad, really. Especially I've seen fucking whole bands shift every fucking year. So so eventually, just the same lead singer sitting there.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Didn't the dude from Breaking Benjamin do that? Like completely replace his band?
I don't know, man, but I think I've heard about that happening a bunch. Puddle of Mud, Wes Gantlin from Puddle of Mud's done it a bunch.
Oh yeah, that guy's a fucking tool, by the way. I met him.
Oh yeah. You had a funny ass story about the dude from Third Eye Blind too. I was gonna try to make you tell that story on here. I was cracking up when you were typing that to me about one of the guys in your band followed him around until he was like.
Yeah, no, it wasn't quite like that, but we were definitely really wasted. No, it was me and my buddy Brandon. We went and saw Third Eye Blind at it was the Crystal Ballroom in Portland, and we were staying at the Crystal Ball Hotel, which is like right down. It's like right in the McMiniman's, right down the road from there. And we were talking to one of the roadie guys, and we were like, "Oh yeah, you guys, does the band smoke weed? We got some really good weed." notice that every story I tell has weed in it. Weed's a big part of my life, I guess. But we were like, oh yeah, we got the good weed, man. You know, he's like, yeah, those guys smoke, you know. And it was sort of like, so we should go get our weed. And he's like, yeah. And we're like, all right, cool. So we go get our weed, we come back, and we're standing by the tour bus, so my buddy Brandon's just fucked up. He says it's my fault. I'm pretty sure it's his fault. He's standing by the door, and every time somebody opens the door, he's like fucking peeking his head out, you know, trying to see the guy that we were talking to before. And so it might look kind of weird from somebody on the inside. Every time the door opens, this fucking big fat dude's like, what's going on there, you know? And so, you know, I was like, dude, I don't think we're getting on the bus. Let's go. And he's like, no, fucking, you know, he's gonna, what's his name? Stephen Jenkins. He's gonna come out, man, you know, blah, blah. I think he wants to smoke or whatever. I don't remember what he said at that point. But he comes out. I'm like, well, I'm gonna get his autograph. And Brandon said that when I went to get his autograph, I was like, hey, yeah, so I'm the lead singer of a band too. And I was like, I don't think I said that. I might have said that. I was pretty wasted. But got his autograph. Brandon gets his autograph, and we start walking back towards the hotel. And we noticed that Steven and his little entourage are coming behind us. And we're like, well, shit. Well, maybe they're going to the little bar down here. So we go in that little bar. And sure as shit, they come down to the bar. And Brandon goes over, and he's like, hey, you guys did a really good job. Killer set. He's like, I'd like to buy all of you a drink, right? And there's like 8 of them.
Yeah.
And Brandon's like, I want to buy all of you guys a drink. And Steven's like, no, we're good, thanks. And I look over, and I probably got one eye crossed or some shit. And I'm looking at him, and I said, we're not weird, Steven. He goes, you know what? You guys are weird. Can you please leave me and my friends alone? And I was like, oh, my God. I was so appalled. I was like, you know, what the fuck did he just say to me? Oh, my God. And so I walk away, and I go to the bar, and I'm sitting down. I'm like, looking at Brandon, like, are you fucking serious? Did you just say that to me? And this guy at the bar is like, oh, my God, that's Third Eye Blind over there. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it is. And he's like, oh, they just fucking cut me through so much and all this stuff. So I take his autograph out of my pocket and I sling it at him. I'm like, here's his autograph. He's like, I couldn't take that. I was like, yeah, you can. Here you go. You can have it. And what's fucked up is Steven just, I guess, hears the conversation and comes strolling across the bar. And he's all like, oh, hey, I heard you like Third Eye Blind. And he's like, oh, wow, it's Steven Jenkins. I can't believe you guys got me through so much. And Steven's like, yeah, well, my mom's kind of sick tonight, so we dedicated this show to her. And I'm like, oh, you guys are like sucking each other's dick off in front of everybody in the bar. I was like, come on, man. But yeah, I got called weird by Steven Jenkins. And then the next time they were in town, we went and saw him again because Third Eye Blind was awesome live.
That's funny. It's like nostalgic stuff too.
Dude, yeah, I'll never forget that. It was a crazy night.
That's like the shit we were like brought up on, man. That was like that was our jams back in the day, was that kind of shit. It's like fucking
for sure.
Third Eye Blind and Nirvana, that whole like 90s death breath kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit was hot around that time, of Korn and shit. And
Korn. Yeah, I wish I would have got into those bands a lot sooner than I did, though. I mean, I didn't really start getting into hard rock until I was like 16 or whatever, 15, 16.
They weren't around for too long before that. So.
Yeah. I mean, Alice in Chains, Alice in Chains was around, Soundgarden.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Like a lot of those bands I found, and they'd been around for, a while.
Well, in my opinion, you find it when it's ready to find you, you know?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Cause I remember, cause you'd hear of these bands and shit, but you were little, man, when they first came out. And then I just remember, like, the first time I heard Jar of Flies by Alice in Chains, I was like floored. I was like, this is the most fucking brilliant shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, right?
And then
I was kind of scared of Korn. Like when I first heard Korn, I was like, this is scary. Now I fucking love Korn. I've seen them like 4 times. They're one of my favorite bands.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Rob McKenzie was super into Korn. It took me a while to get into them. They're still probably not my favorite. I think if I'm gonna a band that was kind of from that genre that I really dig is Tool.
Yeah.
Tool's probably one of my favorites of all time, actually. It's supposed to be coming out with a new album soon too.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tool's cool. I got to see Tool.
Really? I always they never they are like the worst bands as far as promoting goes ever, because I always hear they're coming into town like a week before, and I'm out here in the fucking boonies, so
Yeah.
I gotta play on a motel room, and then the tickets, and then gas money, and then time off work, and it's I can't, but they always sell out too, so it's even by the time I fucking hear about it, it's already sold out anyway, so.
Oh, speaking of sold out shows, I fucking in December I went and saw Tenacious D.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, that was a great show.
Right on.
So the tickets to the pre-sale tickets or whatever were supposed to go on sale on a certain day, and they went on sale the day before that day. And my buddy Brandon is the good guy I went and saw Feather Blind with. He's on top of shit like that. So he noticed immediately that tickets were on sale. He's like, dude, if you want to go to the show, you gotta get your tickets right fucking now. And so I got my tickets, and literally an hour later, it was sold out.
Fuck, that's awesome. I'd love to go see them.
Oh, that's great. It was such a good time. And then my wife got kicked out, dude.
Really?
Yeah. She wanted to go to the front of the crowd. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that shit, I was drinking and shit. I'm too old for that nowadays.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, go ahead, her and Brandon. And they were like, all right, we're going to the front of the crowd. And then, apparently she tried to jump over the barrier to show Jack Black her tits, and fucking, they kicked her out. I was like, it was probably 45 minutes before I realized she was blowing my phone up. And I was like, where are you at? She's like, I got kicked out. And I'm like, for what? She's like, I was trying to show all my tits. And I was like, that's amazing. I'll be out in a minute. They're not done yet.
Fuck, sit outside.
Oh, that's great.
So hey, when did you get married?
June 16th.
All right. I don't think I remember seeing any pictures. I heard that you were going to, but I don't remember. Where'd you did you just get married down there?
Yeah, we got married in St. Helens on the waterfront down on the Columbia River there.
All right on, man.
Yeah, so there was a bunch of pictures up, but my wife didn't like any of them, so she made everybody take them down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, look great, it's fine, She's like, nope, take them down, I don't want any pictures.
I guess
yeah.
Make sure she's happy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh, happy wife, happy life, dude. That's a real thing, that's not a joke.
So she's got some kids, doesn't she?
She has a son.
Okay, and you got kids too, don't you?
Yeah, I have 2 daughters.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. 11 and 8, dude.
Huh?
My girls are 11 and 8.
Dude, it's a tough age, man. Mine's 10 right now. Oh my fucking god, dude! I want to shoot myself.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Is yours all moody as fuck?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, well, the 11-year-old, she just likes to stay in a room and not fucking communicate with anybody.
Dude, that's Paige right now, dude. She just fucking hangs out in her room, and at least I finally got her into some good music, because she was all she listened to was Post Malone and Die Antwood. So pretty soon I was
yeah, Die Antwood, really?
Yeah. So pretty soon I was just dude, I just started hitting the $5 bin up at Walmart. I was like, I can't take this anymore. You got to expand your music mind. So I got her a Green Day album, and my niece Lauren is the same age as she loves Green Day. So that was my selling point. I'm like, this is your cousin Lauren's favorite band. At least give it a shot. It's $5. If not, I'll throw it in the van. I'll listen to it every once in a while. So she likes Green Day, and we got her some Linkin Park, just some shit. I was just like, fuck, at least if you're going to be locked in there with your music cranked up, I at least want to hear something that doesn't make me want to gouge my fucking eardrums out.
Right.
So far.
Diane Ware's a weird one. I like a couple of their songs, but I can't get it. I'm not going to rock a full album front to back,
Yeah, they're fucking out there big time. And then she, really loves that movie Chappie. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, like that's like fucking like the movie Short Circuit from Our Kid on Meth is what I always say. I'm like, they made this movie in the 80s. This is just Johnny Five on meth, dude. Like,
yeah. That's fucking funny, dude. Yeah, that movie's a little weird.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys are a little weird. But, you know, I guess it's just her generation. I guess it ain't meant for me to understand it, you know. Fuck, I like Post Malone, though. Post Malone's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I haven't really heard a lot.
I don't like his music all that much. He's got a couple songs I can get down to, but I like him, like, as a person. I'm like, this is, even though he's fucked up, like, this is the kind of dude, like, I don't mind him being a role model for my daughter because he's, like, all about love and peace and shit, you know. And he's really down to earth. Cool. You know,
it's not like Takeshi 19694, whatever.
Or whatever the fuck, you know. I think there's just like too many of them now are all about money, and they put that out there. You know, it's all about bling and bullshit. You know, there's no heart and soul in music these days.
Yeah.
At least if I don't like Post Malone, at least the shit isn't like all bullshit. You know, he cares about people and he cares about the world at least. You know, so I can tip my hat at least to that.
Yeah, yeah.
He's setting somewhat of an example for these kids, and they need one right now, in my opinion. You know, they need, like, something, because music, in my opinion, like, especially mainstream music, is just so fucking vanilla and generic and fucking watered-down horseshit, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, at least if somebody's going to do something, they're going to put their all into it.
Well, it's kind of, and it's, like, it's funny, because, like, people are, like, you know, oh, you're just getting older and you're out of touch, you don't understand music, and I'm like, the only reason I don't understand it is because a lot of it, especially in rock and roll, a lot of the bands out there sound like the same shit we were listening to in high school. You know? They're just rehashed versions of Disturbed or fucking Nickelback or Godsmack or whatever. That's the shit you hear on the radio these days. It's like, it sounds the fucking same. Like, even if you put a band on there and they're fucking sound terrible to me, but if they sound different, I'll at least respect that, you know? Because it all sounds the fucking same. It's garbage.
Yeah, well, I hope our band doesn't sound like that, because we're influenced a lot by those bands we listened to in high school. So
but I don't know. It's different with you guys. It's you guys are different. You guys try to do your own thing, at least, you know. And I don't know. And you guys aren't like as watered down, you know.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, we're talking about Set in Stone. SetInStoneMusic.com. Like, shit.
Yeah, I'll fucking I'll do the whole plug. We should have plugged it at the beginning of the show too, but we'll do the plug at the end of the.
It's all good.
We'll do the plug at the end of the show. I always do the plug, but yeah. So but yeah, fuck. Now I'm kind of lost. But anyways.
Yeah, no, we're talking about Post Malone shit. You know, I like that. Even if you don't like the dude's music. You know, it's such a good example. If you get that kind of platform where you can, you know, get a message out there to people, that's cool if you use it for that kind of purpose, you know, to spread peace and love and shit. Because, you know, a lot of these people that have that platform and, you know, people are listening to them, they ain't got fucking shit to say, you know.
Yeah, no, nothing. It's just all about fucking money and bullshit and expensive shit
like,
that you don't need.
What the fuck is Cardi B saying? She's like, fucking making super noises and shit. It's like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Making bird noise. Shit. That's weird.
Yeah, and then you got YouTube now, too, man. Like, my kid just watches YouTube all the fucking time.
Oh, yeah. I watch YouTube a lot.
I do, too, but, like, it's weird. Like, kids watching YouTube compared to adults watching YouTube is, like, different.
Yeah.
Like, cause
they watch, like, hobby kids and shit, like, them unboxing those toys and shit. Like,
yeah, they watch kids playing with toys, playing with toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they, like, yeah, it's weird. We're in a weird world,
yeah,
man.
it's kind of weird.
We, like, helped create it, too. Like, our generation bitches about it, but really, in hindsight, we really helped create this weird generation that's here now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Do we?
We did kind of, I mean, we were like the first ones with the internet. Like, we shouldn't have had that responsibility.
Yeah, probably not, man.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been our generation that had the responsibility of getting the internet first, you know? Because, like, the first thing I did, one of the first things I can remember doing with the internet is cybering with fucking chicks that were probably like 40.
Yeah, I remember some chat groups. And
shit. ASL, age, sex, location.
Yeah.
Before you could even get pictures over the internet.
Oh yeah, it took like fucking 25 minutes just to fucking, and then if somebody picked up the phone and tried to dial you, kick you off the internet or whatever, and you gotta fucking listen to that bullshit again.
That's funny. I didn't even have internet, like, ever until I got out of fucking Hepner. So, like, I had to use my friend's internet.
Yeah, I think the only internet I had in Hepner was fucking at school.
Yeah, the library.
Remember what was it called? Launch. That was like the radio station.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was cool when that shit came out, man.
Yeah, JoeCartoon.com and fucking Launch.
Yeah, and what the fuck was that one that always had the weird, like, just disgusting... E-Bombs World. Do you remember E-Bombs World?
Oh, yeah.
Where it just have disgusting pictures.
Newground came out after that, I think, where you, like, play games and shit that were all fucked up. Like you're like this guy with a chainsaw going through, like, a fucking office. Like, just, like, floors of an office, just fucking cutting people up. Weird shit. Yeah, the internet probably broke me a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, our generation should not have been the ones that were like, here, you get the internet. Like, how did God pick us? Like, we shouldn't have had that. Fuck.
Shit.
So do you guys, Set in Stone from setinstone.com, do you guys have any shows coming up?
No, actually, not at the moment. We are just kind of chilling for a little bit. Probably start revamping towards when spring hits, and we'll hit.
You guys always seem to. You guys are like a summer band. You guys play all those like festivals and open up for those acts and shit.
Yeah. That was fucking a couple of years ago when we opened up for Chanel. That was fucking insane.
You opened up for Cedar too, didn't you?
No, we tried. We tried to get into that competition because there was another competition. It was 105.9 The Brew. That's how we got to open for Chevelle and Sick Puppies. And it was like fucking 3,500 people or something like that there. There was a lot of people there.
Right on.
And so the next year they did the same thing for Cedar, and we entered the competition, but they wouldn't let us, like, they didn't put us in the in the running.
Oh, because you guys had already won the year before.
That's what I'm guessing. They didn't really come out and say that, but but they did give us a mention on the air, so that was pretty cool.
Right on.
But dude, I went to that show, I went to the Cedar show, and the band that won that competition, they didn't get nearly as, like, I mean, it was really cool when we played because everybody was there. But when they played, there was only like 100 people in the venue. I was like, I was pretty bummed out. I was hoping that they would get that big turnout.
Dude, that's how people are now. They should wait forever to show up. It's with any show. It's like, nobody shows up, and then they're there for 2 hours and they leave. So it's weird.
It sucks. I was like, man, that sucks, dude. Because when we played, it was packed. Everybody was there, and I don't know if maybe they, if people were just like, oh, the opening acts is the fucking people that won that competition, whatever. Because I think the other band there was Starset. Starset's not like a huge band either. So. But I mean, it was us, and then Sick Puppies, and then Chevelle. So, I mean, Sick Puppies is huge. Chevelle was huge. And everybody loves Cedar, but Starset wasn't. Maybe that.
Well,
everybody's waiting for Cedar.
Yeah, that's probably a lot to do with it.
And they killed it, by the way, too. It was fucking great.
I always like going to watch the opening bands, dude. It's how you fucking learn new,
Yeah, for sure.
That's how I got to tour for the first time, is by going to watch the opening act, I went and watched Hank 3 at Eugene, and then I ended up becoming good friends with the opening act of the show. I ended up going out on the road for the first time touring and shit, so.
Right.
But, yeah, I've always loved fucking. I always like to catch the whole show, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Even if it sucks, at least it's like, what else am I going to be doing? Getting ready to come to the show? You know?
yeah. Most of the time, the opening act is pretty fucking good. You know, I've seen a lot of good opening acts.
Yeah. And if they're not, a lot of times because the sound guy fucks them over, so.
Yeah. I remember I won tickets off of KUFO back when it was still KUFO, to Rob Zombie and Ozzy.
Oh.
And the opening act was In This Moment.
Uh-huh.
And I'd never heard of them before, but this chick came out on stage and she was like 5'1" or something, and just fucking like in this little fucking mini skirt thing, like a little frilly pink fucking mini skirt and pigtails and all this shit. And then she's like, "What's up, Portland?" Just screamed at me, and I was like, oh my god, you know, like what the fuck just happened? I love that. I love her. Who is that? You know?
Yeah.
And then I got turned on to that band. I mean, they play a lot of hard shit, opening up for Zombie and Ozzy, but I mean they're kind of poppy. They're like kind of poppy metal, but dude, it's fucking still a killer band that I wouldn't have known about. I don't know, you know, been there for the whole show. So
dude, Rob Zombie's always a hell of a show too. I've seen him twice.
Yeah,
saw him once at Ozfest actually, and then I saw him once with Alice Cooper in Tri-Cities.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I only saw him once, but he fucking was running around so much that he couldn't even sing. He was all out of breath the whole time.
Did you get like the full experience, or was it pretty cut down because he's with Ozzy?
No, they were like co-headliners.
Because when I saw him at Ozfest, it was like a bare essentials set, which was kind of cool because he didn't have a bunch of bullshit. It was him and his band, you know?
Yeah.
Just fucking rocking out.
But they didn't do a lot of like side shit, but they did have a pretty badass stage setup. Like the drummer was like probably 10 feet off the stage on this big ass riser, and they had pyrotechnics and shit.
Really?
But,
when he was with Alice Cooper, he had like a giant fucking robot walking around the crowd.
Mm-hmm, yeah, I've seen that. I didn't. Yeah, they didn't do anything like that at this show. They just said.
Do you ever watch any of his movies at all?
Yeah, I tried to watch House of 1,000 Corpses. I couldn't really get through it. But Devil's Rejects is pretty good.
Yeah, the Devil's Rejects is my favorite. His remake of Halloween, the first one was good, the second one sucked ass. But they're doing that third Devil's Rejects. I'm pretty fucking excited about that.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I didn't see it like a trailer, but I saw something.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. But
it's like the Devil's 3 or
something like that. Yeah.
Something 3. I think there's 3 in the word in the title.
Yeah. I think you might have nailed it with the Devil's 3. Because I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Though.
Don't you like clowns? You know,
yeah.
Funny.
Captain
oh my god. Dude, that is
yeah.
That was great. It's like, you want to end up like your mom, kid? I was like, oh my god. What the fuck, dude? This is great.
That movie's fucked up, especially when they put that fucking skin on that poor fucking lady and then she runs out.
I gotta watch that again. I think I've only seen it once.
Really? It's fucking twisted as fuck, man. Actually, you know, I encourage you to, like, once you watch it, go back and watch House of 1,000 Corpses again, because it'll give you, I think, a new appreciation for it, because it kind of, like, House of 1,000 Corpses was just like a builder movie, so people thought it sucked when it first came out.
Yeah, it's just like, I think it was just the way it was filmed. It kind of like reminded me of a shitty play or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to check it, because it's probably been fucking, I don't even know, like 10 years or something since I've even thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably should just go back and check it out again.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. I probably should let you go. You got to work tomorrow, and coming up on about an hour. So, but yeah, man. So no shows coming up, but you guys are writing new material?
Yeah, we are definitely writing new stuff.
Cool. You got any plans to hit the studio?
Hopefully it won't be as long as it was last time, but yeah, we're definitely gonna try to get something out here pretty soon. At least a single, even, you know. Just something. I want to keep the momentum going, and I think that, you know, we're a band that people want to check out if they're into that hard rock scene. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, like us on Facebook. You know, I think all of our songs that we have done so far are on YouTube. If you have Spotify, you have our new album for free. It's called What Remains.
Cool. Yeah, I'll put all the links in the description of the video too, so people can just click on it and go look at it. And then when I share the thing online, I'll make it so I put all the links up too, so people can go check you guys out.
Sweet. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, thanks for coming on, man. It was good talking with you, man.
Oh, it was great to talk to you.
All right, man.
And hopefully, we'll keep in touch, bro.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, man.
All right.
Bye.